So you have a vinyl liner swimming pool. You took out the liner and you're changing the liner, and you've noticed there's an awful lot of water coming into your swimming pool now, and you're wondering, well, this can't be right. What do I do about this? How do I get this water out of here such that I can get the new liner installed? And a lot of people think the process is like, well, it's coming in, along a crack, or the water's coming in at the point where the wall meets the floor. If I seal that up, will the water stop? That's not how it works with the vinyl pool. With a vinyl pool, the water's supposed to be able to travel through the floor like that, and you're never going to seal up the wall and floor seam by just applying, like a urethane sealant or something. It's just not going to happen, and that's normal. That's normal for how a vinyl liner functions. And how it works is that, let's say you've got a pool like this, and if you didn't do anything about the water, it would probably fill up a couple of feet worth of water deep in the deep end. So you would pump all of that water out in preparing the pool for the new liner. And when the new liner goes in and you start adding water on top of the new liner, the weight of the water inside the liner presses that groundwater back out through the floors and that joint at the wall and floor seam. And that's how it works. And you're thinking, well, I mean, I've got so much water. How can this possibly be? It's actually really normal. And even if you have quite a bit of water, once the pool is full, all the way up to operating level, that's a ton of water and a ton of weight pushing down. And it will press all of that groundwater out in most cases, not all cases. And this kind of comes down to, how was the pool built? In areas where you have a high groundwater table, you would typically want to install a well point adjacent to the swimming pool such that you can kind of control the water table directly around the pool a little bit, or else you can end up with a floating vinyl liner where the liner has become neutrally buoyant in the water because there's so much water underneath of it that the weight of the water in the pool is no longer enough to hold the liner down and press it against the floor and walls. So if you have this problem with water leaking into your vinyl liner pool and you're thinking, well, how do I deal with this? The way that you would normally deal with it is you just run a small submersible pump in the bottom of your vinyl pool for a couple of days prior to when it's time to install the new liner. And that will usually do a little bit to slow down that rate of water coming into the pool. And you kind of try to line this up with a time of year where it's not specifically raining very much. And you prepare the pool, you clean the pool, you install the new liner, and you fill it right away. By the time the pool is full, there shouldn't be any movement. The liner should be pressed firmly against the walls and the floor just from the weight of the water pressing down. And even though you had a couple of feet of water, if you had let it fill up, it doesn't. The weight of the water of the pool prevents that from happening, and most of the time that's the case. And if you find that no, that's not the case, the liner continues to float even though it's full, this is a problem, and it's a problem more to do with how the pool was constructed. And you should really get a specialist in there to look at your situation to see about the potential of maybe adding a well point such that you can have a submersible pump to help you control the water, the groundwater table around your swimming pool. If you found this information helpful, please be sure to like this video and subscribe to my YouTube channel. And you can check out my website, swimmingpoolsteve.com.